What up guys, it's Sing. Today I'm here in the Gate HQ and I'm going to be doing something a little special. I'm actually going to call this little special thing Void Week, devoting my whole week to the glorious 5 Void Armors. And what's the best thing that I know how to do to show my expression? Make classes. So I created 5 classes for each and every Void Armor, presenting them from Monday to Friday. Monday's going to be Void, Tuesday Blood, Wednesday Shadow, Thursday Hex, and Friday Fiend. So today is going to be Void class. Select any of my classes designs. Let me know what you think of them. Are they legit for AQ or not? Alright, and Void class starts right now. This is Void of Nulgath class, the hybrid class. Basically off these Void classes, I went off the description that they say that Nulgath, it's in the description if you own it or if you check the wiki. I pulled out the main key points figures in the description and used those as guidelines in the class. So here they are. Portion of his power to you, sinister magic, creature of destruction with a small cost of your soul. Basically what you're going to expect with this class is magical and physical capabilities, small portion of your soul, so you have to have a gamble for what you do and what you want to pull out damage or just defend yourself and whatnot, and that's basically the class. Alright, this is a hybrid, as you see. Intellect and strength are the same. Endurance and dexterity are the same with a little bit lower wisdom and luck. That's the simple hybrid build. Alright guys, so let's proceed on to the auto attack. The auto attack is Soul Leech. If Shack was in play, you feed your soul, healing a bit of health every time your weapon connects. If Unshack was in play, damages your soul from the more your weapon connects. 2.3 second cooldown. A physical skill and the range is close. Basically, this skill does 115 weapons damage. A little bit longer cooldown to even it out with the damage. Your heal cannot miss if Shack was in play. Like you're using Blood Titan's Life Drinker. That's basically the formidable amount that you can get when you do an auto attack. And Unshock was in play. It's basically not like a reflect. It kind of is a reflect, but if Unshock was in play, 20% of the damage you done on your auto attack would be done to yourself. Alright, let's proceed to the next skill. Well, first skill, that was auto attack. The first skill is Shackle. Bind your soul for protection. Increases your damage resistance and lower your chance to crit by 30% for 15 seconds. It replaces Unshackled. Mana 16, cooldown 4 seconds. It's a physical and magical skill, and the range is close. Basically, this is a defensive skill. It costs of lowering your chance to crit, but you put a pretty good damage resistance on yourself, and also it applies Shackled, which will heal you a little bit every time your weapon connects. So this is a really good skill for tanking or whatnot. Have a good damage resistance and constantly healing yourself, which is a really good defensive skill and whatnot. Alright guys, let's talk about the next skill. Congest. Applies a lingering spell, doing moderate damage to the opponent. Applies Congested, raising the opponent's mana cost by 50%, stacking at 3. The stacks last for 8 seconds. Mana 12, cooldown 6 seconds. It's a magical skill and the range is far. Basically, this does 120% weapon damage with a max stat of 45% raised mana cost. This is just a little bit help while you're tanking, just cripple the opponent just a little bit over time. While you're tanking, you slowly increase their mana cost, making them harder to do damage for you, making them harder to put out damage and predict you when they don't have enough mana to feel their skills and whatnot. It's basically a good way to say it. Alright, let's talk about the third skill. Unshackled. This is your damage dealer. Releases your soul for destruction, increasing your damage output and chance to crit by 30% for 15 seconds. Replaces Shackled. Mana 16, cooldown 4 seconds, a physical magical skill and the range of status. Basically, you release your soul for destruction, increasing your damage and your chance to crit. But if Unshackled is in play from Soul Leech, it damages your soul from the more your weapon connects. So 20% of the damage you do off your auto attack will be applied to yourself. Alright, let's talk about the rank 4 passive. Definitude. Increases your hit chance by 12%. This class is very tanky, so it needs this not much low hitting, but it's pretty low hits and whatnot, but they need more persistency, so increased hit chance would be the perfect ring fruit passive for this class. And abiding increases your endurance by 30%. This is a really good tank, so increases your endurance by 30%, so it can take you longer to hit, increase hit points, and be a big wall to kill, basically, or whatnot. Alright guys, let's talk about the last skill, Smite. Dominates your opponent with the Mighty Strike of the Void. This is a simple boom, that's what I like to call it. It's a simple boom. Mana 30, cooldown 15 seconds. It's a physical skill that ranges close. This does 350% weapon damage, and it can be debuffed, or it can be buffed with the Unshackle ability. It can crit, but your damage can't change due to weapon range. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, if you have Archfiend, Fiendish Strike weapon range doesn't change. Paladin Slayers, Paladin Slayers, what's it called? Dark Energy, that doesn't change either. And I believe the Cryo skill, the last skill, Flash Freeze, doesn't change either. But basically, this skill doesn't change due to weapon range, so we'll always do 350% weapon damage, if not buffed or debuffed. Alright guys, basically summed up, when you see this class together, this class is very tanky. You'll use the Soul Leech as your lifeline and your hazard. Converting from Unshackle to Shackle for defense or damage, longer cooldowns to help you keep the class balanced and not relying completely off your skills. This class can probably be easy to predict, seeing that you see that it converts from Unshackle to Shackle, but you can control the fight with your endurance and overpower them with the mana cost and just the overall tanking. Alright guys, that basically sums this video. Like and subscribe, share with your friends for more videos. Stay tuned for the next class, Blood and Nulgath, coming up. Each of these Void classes are unique in their own way, 100% entirely going off how Nulgath described it in the description. Let me know what you think about the upcoming class, and let me know what you think about the original Void class. Simple but effective, completely going off the guidelines that I stated in the video. Alright guys, I'm Sync. Catch you guys later. See ya.
I am my father's son, cause he's a phantom, a mystery, and that leaves me nothing. Many times if you wanted to die, it's too late for me. All you have to do is get rid of me. You can't take California without my better time.